I never thought I'd be sharing this. And I certainly never believed I'd become the kind of woman capable of crossing a line like this. But the truth is, sometimes you don't recognize what's missing from your life until someone else shows you. Until someone makes you feel things you had quietly convinced yourself didn't matter anymore. That's how I ended up like this, breathless, trembling, with a man who wasn't my husband holding me close. "It's too much, please take it slow," I murmured, my voice unsteady, because he was so much more than what I was used to. I wasn't sure I could handle it, but the moment I felt him, I knew I didn't want to walk away. The marriage that brought me here, Ethan, my husband, is a kind man. The sort many women hope to marry. Loyal, attentive, always thinking of me first. For years, that was enough. We built a life, a rhythm, a safe home together. But somewhere in that routine, something faded. The spark dimmed. Our closeness became mechanical, predictable, repetitive motions, familiar timing, a quiet understanding that neither of us was completely fulfilled, yet we were too comfortable to say it out loud. I had never imagined betraying him. The thought never even brushed my mind. Not until Damian. His name was Damian. He worked with Ethan, tall, composed, the kind of man who walked into a room and immediately took up space. I noticed him the moment we met. The way his eyes held mine a beat too long. The subtle shift in his tone when he spoke my name. The closeness, the tiny brushes of his fingers against my arm when no one else saw. I told myself it was innocent, harmless. But deep down, I liked it. The attention, the awareness, the electricity in the air whenever he was near. Over time, the tension became thick. Lingering glances, accidental touches, the way he smirked when he caught me reacting to him. I knew it was wrong. I knew I should have stopped it, but I didn't. And then one night I didn't stop him. Ethan had gone out of town for work. 3 nights. On the first one, Damian messaged me, just a simple drinks. I knew what it meant. I knew what agreeing would lead to, but I didn't say no. An hour later, he was standing in my doorway. The moment I let him in, I knew there was no going back. The air was heavy, charged with something reckless, something waiting to explode. Before I could overthink, the door clicked shut behind him, and he had me against it, his mouth on mine, urgent and intense. And I didn't resist. God, I didn't resist. He kissed me like he had been holding back for years. Like he needed me. His hands were rough, his body hot against mine. By the time we made it to the bedroom, I was shaking, restless. But when he finally pressed against me, when I felt all of him, I gasped. He was larger, broader. I clutched his arms, breath caught. Panic and desire tangled together inside me. "Damian, it's a lot," I whispered. "Please, slowly." His lips brushed my ear, and he smiled. "Don't worry, baby. I'll take my time." And he did. Afterwards, I should have felt disgusted. I should have been filled with guilt. But lying there, my body still tingling, breath uneven, I felt something else. Relief. Fulfillment. Like I had finally been seen. Wanted. Touched in a way I hadn't realized I was starving for. He traced a finger along my thigh, watching me with that smug grin. "You okay?" I let out a breathy laugh. "I'm not sure I can move." He laughed low in his throat. "I'll take that as a yes." And the worst part? I knew it wouldn't be the last time. Because now I had felt what it meant to be truly desired. I didn't know if I could forget. The guilt came slowly over years. I buried the memory deep. Told myself it was a mistake. That it meant nothing. Ethan never found out. Our marriage went on. Life continued. But at night, when Ethan was asleep beside me, I thought about it, about him. Every time my husband touched me, I remembered Damian's grip. Every time we made love, I compared. Eventually, the guilt started to weigh on me. Not just because I had betrayed Ethan once, but because no matter how much I adored him, I still longed for that feeling again. But this time, I wanted it with Ethan. I played out the conversation in my head over and over. How could I ask my husband to change without shattering his confidence? One night, with wine softening the edges of my nerves, I tried. He was on the couch, half watching TV, when I curled up beside him, fingers gently tracing his chest. "Babe," I said softly. He looked down at me, kissed my forehead. "Yeah." I hesitated. My heart was pounding. I almost stayed silent, but I couldn't keep quiet anymore. "I think we should try some things to make our intimacy better." He looked confused, then tense. "You're not happy?" "I am. I just wonder if we could make it more exciting." I watched the realization dawn across his face. "You want me to get something done?" My voice wavered. "Not surgery, just their procedures. Enhancements. To help a little." Silence. Thick, terrible silence. I reached for him. "I love you. This isn't about not being happy. I just want." He pulled back. "So, I'm not enough?" My chest ached. I wanted to say he was enough, that I loved him more than anything. But in bed, I had felt more, and I wanted to feel that again with him. Weeks passed. He barely spoke to me. I thought I'd ruined everything, until one night he came home late, sat beside me in bed, quiet. "I've been reading," he said. "About what?" His eyes met mine, steady. "Enhancement options." My breath caught. "You don't have to." "I want to," he said. "If it'll make you happier, I want to." I felt my heart twist. I didn't deserve his love, but I wasn't going to stop him, because I did want it. It took months, appointments, decisions, nerves, but I was with him through it all. And the first time we tried, the change was real. He was bigger, more confident, more driven. When he slid into me, I gasped, nails biting into his shoulders. "Go slow," I panted. His lips brushed my skin. "You asked for this," he whispered. "Now you're going to feel it." And I did. Every deep, slow, overwhelming second. By the time we finished, I was shaking, breathless, undone. He smiled down at me, trailing his fingers across my stomach. "So?" he asked. I couldn't answer. I just pulled him down to kiss him, because for the first time in years, I wasn't thinking about anyone else. And I knew I never would again.